Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander and this is another Chelsea transfer journey video for you guys. Now I know recently I've not been consistent whatsoever. I've been quite inconsistent. That's because I've had other tasks to do. I have been busy even during lockdown, but I vow to be consistent. You're going to be seeing me daily now. Daily uploads are back starting from today, and I've got big news stories for you today. I'll be comparing two specific left backs and looking at which is better suited for Lampard's system and Chelsea. We're getting to all the latest news, all latest publications you'll be finding here on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, which will help me out a lot, and also leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. But the four main stories I will be talking about is Tagliafico and Ellis. We'll be comparing the two left backs, looking at which is the better suited one. You know, the strengths and weaknesses of both. We'll be speaking about Werner, latest news and publications regarding him, and also Alonso's potential departure as well. So if you do like it, don't forget to hit the like button. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with the first news report, and that does regard Nicolas Tagliafico from Ajax. Of course, Ajax's left back. Now, what's interesting is what Matt Law, who writes for Telegraph, came out late last night, what he stated. And obviously, most of us are quite familiar with who Matt Law is these days. Matt Law is a very well-renowned journalist who writes for Telegraph, but specifically, he has contacts within Chelsea. So when he does break out news, they are genuinely quite reliable. Now, what he basically stated was that this is basically a summary of the article, is that Chelsea are looking at Ajax left back Nicolas Tagliafico as a cheaper alternative to Benjamin Chilwell. They've been told that they could sign Tagliafico for £22.4 million in the next window, and he wants to move to England, and Chelsea have made checks on him before the suspension of football. Now, what's interesting about the article is, as you read further, is Lampard hasn't quite given his opinion. Now, we know at this moment in time we're not looking for a director of football because we're giving Lampard the reins. So Lampard will have a lot of say in the transfer window alongside Petr Cech, who hopefully will one day become our technical director. Now, the article states Lampard hasn't given his opinion on Tagliafico. Now, we know his opinion on Alex Telles and Benjamin Chilwell, but he hasn't given his opinion on Tagliafico. Now, like I said there, the outstanding £22.4 million, a very cheap option for me, a top, well-rounded left back. I'll be getting into my thoughts between statistics in a minute. But carrying on, for me, he's a top left back. You know, we've seen him this season twice in the Champions League. He's well balanced. He's great one-on-one tackling, great one-on-one defending. He's got a fantastic engine on him as well. So, you know, his stamina is quite good. And for me, he would suit, you know, Lampard's style of play, Lampard's system. Now, these are his quotes of his agent. Now, he also came out the last few days, and this is what he stated. His agent: "We are looking for a transfer for Tagliafico. We have agreed with Ajax that he would leave this year. I will never mention the name of the club we are speaking with because it hurts the negotiations for us and the player. It makes sense. You want to keep things confidential." An interesting part here is basically a Dutch reporter, Dutch journalist, stated that Chelsea are one of those clubs that they're interested in. Of course, with his price tag, you're going to get all the elite clubs that are currently in the market for a fullback quite interested. That's not even that's quite obvious at this point. But for me, what's interesting is, you know, these rumours are surfacing at this moment in time. Now, Tagliafico is, we know, a top left back, and he has been on the shortlist for some time. Now, we're not going to sit here and lie and say that he is the first choice. He's not. The first choice is Benjamin Chilwell, but because Leicester have priced us out for a move, we are looking at Alex Telles, Tagliafico. In my personal opinion, I think that Tagliafico and Alex Telles are far superior to a Benjamin Chilwell. Yes, they are more experienced, but I think you need experience on the side. They're both 27 years of age. They're more experienced. They've got more experience at a high level, playing at Champions League, you know, scoring crucial goals, having that more experience. And I think they're better, you know, physically, defending, attacking as well. The only thing that Benjamin Chilwell has over these two is Premier League experience and also age. That's about it in my personal opinion. Now, getting into my thoughts, opinions on Tagliafico as a left back. Now, let's look at his statistics. Now, let's look at his strengths first of all. Now, his major strengths are that he's very strong when it comes to passing. His key passes are very, very strong as well. His crossing, his holding onto ball, so he's very, very press resistant, and his ball interception is very strong. And if you look at on whoscore.com, he hasn't got any significant weaknesses, which is a massive bonus. Now, we know that he has a massive engine on him, which is crucial in the Premier League. He likes the idea of playing in the Premier League. He's quite a physical defender, very aggressive is what I noticed when he plays against Chelsea, which you need that aggression, that strong reaction. He's got a great engine, so he's not going to lack any fitness. He's got the physicality, very technical, very press resistant, very, you know, good at linking up the play, passing the ball, nice range of passing, fantastic crossings, which is what we miss from that left back spot. I mean, you look at Ellis and Alonso, and they're not the best crossers of the ball. When you have Tagliafico, who's relatively fast, he's not rapid, he's not super fast like an Alex Telles, but He's got a great engine on him. He's fantastic cross of the ball, and his link up down that left hand side with, say, a Ruben Loftus-Cheek or a Callum Hudson-Odoi, a potential Jadon Sancho would be phenomenal down that left hand side. And we know that he's more of a defensive fullback compared to an Alex Telles. But for me, that's perfectly fine. You know, I think we're leaking a lot of goals on that left-hand side. If you have someone that's quite well-rounded, Tagliafico has great interceptions. Tackling is a major strength for us as well. Well-rounded fullback that is defensively superior, but also can attack. Has got a massive engine on him and is a great crosser of the ball. I would say he's probably, Chilwell was probably a beat at Tagliafico in a sense. Plus, he has that Champions League experience as well. So I think that he would be a fantastic addition and it would be shrewd business. Now, comparing him to Alex Telles, his counterpart. Now, reports came out from a Portuguese publication Avaliable, good name, but they were stating that PSG are closing in on signing Alex Telles. Now let's compare the two. Now both of them are 27 years of age, so you can't have any age comparisons in this sense. Now his strengths of Alex Telles is, of course, crossing is very strong, superior to Tagliafico. Telles is superior when it comes to the attacking phase compared to Tagliafico. His key passes is very strong. His set pieces is phenomenal. A fantastic penalty take, and he scores a lot of free kicks. He's holding onto the ball, another area that he's key in. Quite pressure resistant, just like Tagliafico, and his aerial drills are very strong. Quite tall, physical, another aggressive fullback. However, tackling is a significant weakness. This is where Tagliafico is superior to Telles. Tagliafico is more well-rounded and he is defensively far superior. You know, his 1v1 tackling, his interceptions, his IQ when it comes to footballing IQ, when it comes to reading the game intelligence. Tagliafico is far superior when it comes to defensively. But when it comes to attacking, Telles is more faster, more aggressive, better at set pieces, better linking up the play. So it's kind of a catch-22, and it's a bit of a situation where you have to kind of compromise. I think that Tagliafico is, because he's more well-rounded, he's got more to his game. I think Tagliafico would be more suited to a Frank Lampard style player because he concede less goals, but also he has got those attacking abilities and those, you know, attacking, you know, abilities and, you know, attributes. In my personal opinion, Alex Telles, as we know, he likes to cross, likes to play short passes, and does not dive in tackles. Of course, he's going to have good discipline. But those are comparing the two, and like I keep stressing, for me, I think Tagliafico edges it only because he's more well-rounded. He's defensively superior, would concede less goals on that left-hand side, and he would complement Reece James better, in my personal opinion. But I want to see what you guys think. Do you think that Tagliafico complements us better compared to Alex Telles, or do you think that Alex Telles is left back that we need to be signing? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Now, staying on the left back topic, we need to talk about Marcos Alonso, who is currently our main left back at the club. Now, again, Matt Law was stating in the article that Frank Lampard is likely to allow one of his current left backs, Marcos Alonso, to lead the club at the end of the season if the Spaniard receives an offer to go. Other than left back, Lampard is targeting a striker, a winger, and potentially new centre back. Now, it came out from the Telegraph that Roman Abramovich will be spending big this summer despite the coronavirus, you know, financial implications. Now, we know that we are quite privileged and, you know, financially okay in this situation because, of course, we haven't spent in quite a while the Champions League money from last season. Eden Hazard and the Morata sales, further sales such as the Marcos Alonso and, you know, Bakayoko, and any potential deadwood that we are looking to move on, we're going to be, you know, gaining further sales. And with financial fair play rules relaxed, it means that Roman can also input any of his own money into the club, allowing us to, you know, fund more transfers and higher quality transfers, if that makes sense. I think that we are in a quite a privileged situation. We haven't got any stadiums to play off either. And for me, I think that we are in a very lucky situation, precarious situation, where we can spend big this summer. You know, we're looking at a budget of 200 to 250 million pounds, which is definitely one of the best in Europe at this moment in time. Now, regarding Marcos Alonso, looks like he could be on the go this summer. You know, we know that Inter Milan and Conte do like Marcos Alonso. Same with Atletico Madrid. He does fit their style of play. A very good left wing back, solid, scores clutch goals. You know, he's good at you know, making those infield runs. Defensively, he's not the best. He's a bit suspect defensively, but he would be good if, you know, he's a systematic player. He'd be good in the Conte system or an Atletico Madrid system. So that Marcos Alonso does complement that in a sense. I could definitely see Marcos Alonso leaving this summer and then getting replaced with such as a Tagliafico or Alex Telles. But leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Who would you rather sell, Emerson or Marcos Alonso? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But the final piece of news I want to speak about in this video is Timo Werner from RB Leipzig. Now, it came out by the Mirror yesterday that Liverpool have refused point blank to pay Timo Werner's release clause, with Leipzig insisting they will not negotiate a price tag below his £50 million release. The Reds have withdrawn from any talks over the striker and will not pursue his signature. Now, this is massive news. Now, we know that Werner has, you know, expressed an interest in signing for Liverpool. He wants to sign for Liverpool, and Klopp is a massive fan of Werner, so it looks set and done that he would be signing Liverpool. However, with the COVID-19 financial implications, Liverpool does not want to be making any major signings this summer, and they are unable to afford a release clause, leaving Manchester United and Chelsea in the running for him. Now, we know Lampard is interested, and the Chelsea were interested. We even contacted his agent and the club in the January transfer window. Now, it depends if Werner wants to come to Chelsea, because there were some reports and publications stating that if he did not move to Liverpool this summer, he would be open to staying in Leipzig for a further year to then move to Liverpool after. So it really depends. I don't really want us to be signing a player that's not really got his heart set on Chelsea. If he really wants to sign for Liverpool, then so be it. I think it'd be a fantastic addition, a versatile attacker, pacey, fast, great clinical finisher, and for me, he'd bolster our attack. But he's not a priority. I think that we need to be prioritising a left back, Jadon Sancho or Kai Havertz. I think that we need to be prioritising other areas. But Timo Werner would be a great addition if we did sign him. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you think Timo Werner would be a shrewd addition, or do you think that we should leave him? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But if you did enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here. Make sure you button notification for every time I upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.